What is up, boys? I have a new YouTube free pick video for you guys for the Monday night game between the Vikings and Rams. And we're going to do a quick little weekend recap before I get into the picks because we had a crazy weekend. We are currently on an 8-1 run. We cashed out 2 out of the 3 legs on the anytime touchdown lay, and we went 6-0 on the Saturday lay, and then the Sunday night lay with the Commanders and the Bucks. That was a really good game, by the way. It came down to a last minute field goal. So that was by far the best game this weekend, and also the game that I think cashed super easily. I will say, though, that the Saturday games cashed before halftime, but regardless if it cashes before halftime or last play of the game, a win is a win. So we are 6-0 in both of those videos, and again, 2 for 3 on the anytime touchdown lay. So we are on fire to start these playoffs. So let's jump right into the Monday free pick. And again, guys, I think that this is going to be a great game. This is actually my favorite game from this entire weekend slate, from this wildcard slate. And it's going to be a really competitive game with the Rams and the Vikings. I have the Rams winning this game, but I know that the Vikings could easily also win it. I think that whichever offense plays up to the level that they can is going to run away with this game. So that's why I have the Rams winning it, and you'll see it's reflected by my picks today. So we're starting off with Matt Stafford and Puka to both go over their passing yards. I think that both of them are going to have a crazy game against this Vikings defense. This Vikings defense is super aggressive. They blitz a lot. So that works against younger QBs, less experienced QBs. But against Stafford, he's seen all of those looks that Brian Flores is going to send at him, and I think Puka is going to have a great game. Not only does he lead all wide receivers in targets since week 8, but the Vikings also give up the most yards to wide receivers this season. So he's going to absolutely feast in this matchup. And again, he's that big play threat. He can also catch a lot of those screens. So, you could go with Cooper Kupp, but I think Puka is clearly the wide receiver 1 for this team. And Stafford, he's been great this season. He had a great game against them earlier this year when they did not have Puka. And I think he had 270 pass yards in that game, 4 touchdowns. And he was really dishing the ball well. So he's going to have a great game. So expect both of these guys to go off and clear this line super easily, especially if it's a high-scoring game, and especially if that Vikings offense is playing really well. And speaking of that offense, I'm expecting that the Rams are going to come out and put a lot of attention on Justin Jefferson, obviously, but also Jordan Addison. He's had a really good season, and he's really come up big, especially in these last couple of weeks. So I think TJ Hawkinson is going to kind of be the X factor for that offense. So over 17.5 on his longest reception feels free. He's over this in 60% of games. And also, I believe the Rams give up the 4th longest catch to tight ends this season at above 30, 31, 32 yards, something like that. So again, 18 yards should really not be a big problem for him. So these are the 3 that I'm locking in. Again, this is going to turn $100 into 45, or not 4,500, 450. So 4.5x your money, whatever it is, whatever your unit size is. And again, we've been on fire. This play was 5x. This play was 4.5x. So if you're just tailing both of these free picks, even if you tailed the anytime touchdown lay, which would have paid out, I think 15x, and obviously it didn't cash out, you would still be up over 8 units. So these are money right here between the 4 and 5x range is really where it's at. And again, this play is going to pay you 4 to 5x also, depending on when you lock in these lines. So make sure to lock in this play. And again, if you're new to DFS and all of these apps and you're trying to make some money this playoff season, I have a couple apps that are doing some crazy discounts and crazy bonuses for you guys. And my favorite right now is Chalkboard Fantasy. They just launched this new feature called Cash Out. It's kind of what a regular sports book like FanDuel or DraftKings would do. So let's say you have 2 out of the 3 legs that have already cashed. They'll give you a cash out option where even if the 3rd leg doesn't cash, you can already get some money out of it. So it's a really cool feature. They are the first DFS app to offer it, so take full advantage, and you'll get a 100% deposit match. All you got to do is use code DOLLARS and you'll also get a Matthew Stafford or Sam Darnold, one of the two. You'll get a free square in addition, so that's pretty much a free win. You can just throw in Matt Stafford for half a yard instead of 230 yards. So it's super free. And obviously you get this cash out option. And then if you go over to Sleeper Fantasy, they're also doing a promo where you'll get $500, up to $500 for a deposit match. Use code DOLLARS. They'll also give you a Matt Stafford free square. And they're doing another promo where for the first $5 entry you use, you get $55 in free plays, 11x your money. So again, these apps are just throwing a ton of money at you guys. So if you're able to manage it and choose the right plays, you can easily profit. You can make $50, $100 each weekend just by choosing a couple of right players. And Betr Picks, they're also doing the same thing. They're going to give you a Matt Stafford free square. All you got to do is use code DOLLARS on all three of these apps, and they're going to get you a ton of discounts. So make sure to lock in this three-man. Let's finish off this weekend with a big dub, moving into the divisional round. I'll see you guys next time.